In this video, we've compiled moments when undercover bosses blow up on their employees. Without further ado, let's dive in. Number 7. Kat Cole of Cinnabon.
I'm Kat Cole, the president of Cinnabon Incorporated. Cinnabon is definitely the most recognized sweet treat, and of course, we are most famous for our cinnamon roll. Using 15 million pounds of cream cheese frosting, we sell more than 100 million cinnamon rolls a year. Whenever it's baked, the aroma is stronger and the flavor is more powerful. I have been the president of Cinnabon for just a little over a year and a half. It's critical to not sugarcoat things. Sometimes that means some people may get left behind. I don't apologize for it, so I tell people, be sure you really are as hungry as you say you are. Today, I'm in a mall in Wayne, New Jersey, working at the Cinnabon location as a supervisor. I want to find out what are the things that we need to make sure we improve for this bakery. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm Myra.
I'm Alexa.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Kat Cole, president of Cinnabon, goes undercover to see how her bakeries are really operating. At a New Jersey location, she meets Myra, a young supervisor who immediately takes control of the situation.
Okay, so first of all, you always have a smile on your face. You're really friendly, and you make sure you upsell. If you have a guest and they're like, can I have a Cinnabon? You would also promote additional frosting on the side.
Gotcha.
A lot of people would take the upsell.
Okay.
Hi, how are you? The mini bites. Would you like the second one for $1 more?
Upsell me, let's go.
You always remember when you charge them, you always say your total is only.
Churro?
Okay, churro.
And then you can offer a beverage along with it. You always say your total is only. So you want everyone to feel like a guest. You want them to have a great service and come back.
She is a little commando. All right, that's $4.48.
Remember, it's only $4.48. Make sure they always get their receipt too. Try not to say, here you go.
Wow.
And you make sure you put some napkins in there too.
Okay.
Alexa?
Yes, ma'am?
You have to be a little bit faster, so you have to move the line.
Got it. Myra is a take charge young girl. There you go.
You can say thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have a great day. So you're doing a great job. So we're gonna go frost the Cinnabon to take the temperature. So do you have anything to tie your hair with? A scrunchie?
When Myra, she actually kept physically pushing me up to the counter and physically guiding me places.
Hair does
It's
have
so
to be
short.
pulled back.
That.
It's awful.
As they work together, Myra wastes no time pushing her to move faster and follow her exact instructions, constantly correcting her and keeping the pressure high. The situation quickly becomes uncomfortable as she gets overly hands-on and steps into her personal space. And as the pressure continues to build, things are about to cross the line.
This may hurt her a little bit. Maybe right now it's a little mistake about the hair, but what if later on it's something else? Her hair, she says she can't tie it back.
That's probably about as much as I'm going to be able to do.
Really?
Yeah.
Her hair cannot be the phone she's
I know, I'm like, can I give you a rubber band? She's like, it won't pull back, it won't stay.
I worked in restaurants, so I know it's short enough to meet health code, so it won't fall, but I'll keep it.
The situation escalates when Myra insists on fixing her hair, repeatedly trying to adjust it herself and making Kat visibly uncomfortable as she tries to keep her disguise intact. With boundaries starting to blur, the tension is about to reach a breaking point.
We're gonna have you do some cleaning.
Okay.
So here's where the dirty dishes go. So it's like as fast as you can.
Okay. I hope to be able to start my own food business because I love baking.
It's nice to get along with your team members. You want your employees to be happy. So if you have a business, keep that in mind.
I noticed these pans have a lot of black stuff built up around them. What is that? There's no safety risk. It just happens with pans over time, but we have a solution for that this bakery clearly is not using.
It's usually they have been in the oven a lot. Doesn't affect the food.
As they continue working, Myra keeps the pressure high, constantly correcting her and pushing her to move faster. And as the pressure builds, it becomes clear this is more than just strict training.
So are you liking it here?
I am.
You want to like start your own business, right?
Basically, my dream is to have my own bakery business. What about you?
So like right now, like I'm going to college and I want to study physical therapy. But around that time, my dad had cheated on my mom. My parents were getting divorced. So when she did it the next year, she did come up with a positive sign for breast cancer. She is on a 5-year pill that she has to, but what really inspired me about my mom is no matter what was going on, she would always get up the next day and go to work. She would do anything to bring us food, to bring us clothes. I had to like try to mature a little bit faster to help my mom. When I was old enough to work, my friend recommended me to Cinnabon.
I certainly understand what it's like to be a teenager and really want to step up and help your mom.
She would make sure we were never missing anything. So like my mom is like my hero.
How did you become a supervisor?
Catherine, which is actually in the store right now, she gave me the opportunity. It helps that she had like faith in me. So I always want her to be proud.
Hearing her talk about the tough things she's gone through, her mother's cancer, her parents' divorce, those things made my heart just go out to her. I wanted to give Myra a giant hug while she was... It just touches my heart. She's such a sweet, young person. She's lived through some tough times, and she deserves some very special things.
The mood shifts when Myra opens up about her personal struggles, revealing the hardships behind her tough attitude. But even with that understanding, the tension from earlier still lingers.
Myra, you are a tough cookie. And you have to know how good that makes me feel as a president of the company.
And just like I look up to my mom, I can look up to you.
People with your energy and your heart can do anything. You have no idea how special you are. And so Cinnabon is going to support and facilitate a breast cancer fundraiser, and you and your mom are going to run it. I want to see you do great things. I want to give you $10,000 in an education fund to cover tuition and books. And because of you, we are formalizing the Cinnabon Scholarship Program.
During the reveal, Kat addresses the intense experience and acknowledges both Myra's drive and how overwhelming it felt working with her. What started as a stressful situation is about to take a surprising turn.
And I want to give you $10,000 in an account to help support you and your family. I want you to really focus on your personal savings. For every dollar you save for the next year, I'm going to match it.
Can I hug you? And I wouldn't change it for anything. That's all I really ever wanted to do, was to help my mom, to take some pressure off of her.
In the end, Kat rewards Myra by supporting her education and helping her family financially. But moments like this show how quickly pressure on the job can turn into something much bigger. Number 6, Andy of Fatburger.
I'm Andy Wiederhorn. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Fatburger. When you look at how much competition is trying to catch up with us, it's frightening. So I'm really excited to go undercover. So I think it's really important right now that I take a temperature check of what's going on in the restaurants, but I haven't run it while the restaurant's open and operating with customers. I'm really excited to go undercover. I've cooked a hamburger. Of course, I've worked the cash register. I think I'm going to nail every one of the jobs, and I can't wait to prove that to everyone. Today, I'm visiting Fatburger in Mesa, Arizona. I'll be working as an assistant manager. I want to understand what's going on in this community that's not driving customers into this restaurant. Their sales had hit an all-time low. Hi.
Hi, you the contestant?
I'm Myron, I am.
Hi, my name's Angelica. I'm the assistant manager here at Fatburger.
Andy Wiederhorn, CEO of Fatburger, goes undercover to experience firsthand what it is like to work inside his restaurants. He visits one of the worst-performing locations in Mesa, Arizona, where he meets Angelica, an assistant manager who will show him what is really going wrong behind the store.
Let me go ahead and give you your uniform. Just a hat and apron. Interesting thing about our fryer is that this side doesn't work. Absolutely can't use it. This is kind of broken. I can't turn it off, and it just sprays everywhere.
When Angelica was walking me around the restaurant, telling me about the different pieces of equipment that weren't working right.
But if you push on it, it turns off. Let go, keeps going. I don't really know.
And it makes the job frustrating for the employee. Got it.
I know.
It's hard, right? It has to be fixed. Okay.
As Angelica gives him a tour, Andy quickly notices broken equipment, from a faulty fryer to a malfunctioning sink, making even simple tasks harder than they should be. And as these problems stack up, it becomes clear this store is struggling more than expected.
How long have you been here?
2.5 years. Actually, I think it's 2 years and 7 months this month. I've been married almost as long as I've worked here.
Really? What else? How about vacations and stuff? You guys taking a vacation?
Oh, no. Please.
Not happening.
We don't even know that word. I really want to go to school.
What kind of school?
I really want to be a nurse. Let's go see what cleaning tests we can't get done since
Awesome.
it's going to be a little bit slow.
While they continue working, Angelica explains how exhausting the job has become, with little time off and constant pressure on the team. And as the workload builds, deeper issues are about to surface.
If you're seriously going into wanting to own a restaurant,
Right.
is employee appreciation. The only time that we ever really see the owner is if something's broken and we can't fix it. He doesn't come around, he doesn't check up to see how we're doing. Every time he calls, it's because something else is going on at another store.
There's so many red flags going on in this restaurant. Normally you would say, okay, there's a whole bunch of little problems here.
And so it's really like, so I'm working for you, but why? Also, like payroll. We're struggling so hard, by the time we get our paychecks, there's no money in the bank.
But to hear how this franchise operator is having to hold a payroll check until it could clear the bank.
If you're gonna run a business, you gotta make sure you pay your employees.
Have you told them that?
Man, signs my paychecks, I'm not about to start that.
Who wants to come to work and have to deal with that?
I mean, if you keep your employees happy, then the restaurant runs great.
The situation escalates when Angelica reveals the owner rarely shows up and only contacts them when something goes wrong. And as the frustration grows, the real problem starts to come into focus.
This process has reminded me that our family business has an extended family, and that is our employees and our franchise partners. It's obvious to me that I need to sit down with this franchisee, and as CEO, it's my responsibility to band together when times get tough and make sure that everyone in the family is being taken care of.
The breaking point comes when she explains that employees sometimes struggle to get paid, with paychecks not even clearing the bank. And as the truth comes out, Andy realizes the reveal is going to be a difficult one.
Angelica, you got it. You knew with absolute detail why things worked. You did a brilliant job. You shared with me that you got married recently. And so I'm gonna give you guys $10,000 for a honeymoon together.
Amazing.
You told me that you want to go to nursing school, and I'll take care of the tuition so you can live out your dream to become a nurse.
It's something that I really want. I appreciate all of your generosity. Thank you so much. I get excited when I win $3 on a scratcher ticket, so this is huge. This is really, really big. This is a big thing.
During the reveal, Andy rewards Angelica for her hard work, supporting her honeymoon and helping her pursue nursing school. But even with the rewards, the bigger issue still needs to be addressed.
One of the things you shared was about employee recognition.
So I'm working for you, but why?
I came to your store because I knew something was wrong with it, and you told me that you didn't feel that you were appreciated, and I want to do something about it.
That'd be amazing.
Hi there.
A little nerve-wracked, but yeah.
So, Marcus is the franchise owner for the store that you work for, your boss, because it's important to me that this problem gets solved.
I feel that there is a lack for positive reinforcement. It's frustrating because we want them to come back.
I really feel like, I wish I could do more for you. But
Marcus, you understand what Angelica's talking about.
I don't want them to worry about the burdens that I have to face. I'd like to do more because I feel like I don't want to let you down because you've always been there for us.
Thank you.
I recognize how hard it is to operate in this environment. And it's hard just trying to make payroll every week. One thing I want to do for you is to forgive that loan from the company to you.
I don't even know how to begin to say thank you.
I want a commitment from you.
Right.
You're going to treat the employees better and appreciate them for what they're doing for you also.
Absolutely. I mean, they are the brand. This is the brand right here.
I look forward to your success.
Andy, thank you so much.
Andy then brings in the franchise owner and confronts him directly about the conditions, lack of support, and payroll issues. By the end, he makes it clear that leadership is about taking care of employees, not just running the business. Number 5. Brian Scudamore of 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
My name is Brian Scudamore. I'm the founder and CEO of 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We've got clean, shiny trucks, friendly uniform drivers. This is about really professionalizing a somewhat dirty industry. Wowing the customer is everything to us. We are a company that's about the road less traveled. We do things differently. We're a little bit quirky. We have fun. I see challenges as opportunities. I want to go undercover to see what's really going on do to make things better. I'm about to let my leadership team know that I'm going undercover. I don't know how they'll react. I've got an important announcement to make. I am stepping down as CEO of 1-800-GOT-JUNK just for a week. I have the opportunity to go undercover. I want to see out there what's happening and ways that we can grow even more quickly. I don't know exactly what they're going to do to me, and I think it's going to have to be drastic because we do get a lot of press. Good luck. Good luck. While I'm going undercover, I'll be changing my name to Hugo Ward, as someone who is working in accounts payable. I'm excited. Who gets to go and see what the business is really like? Today I'm visiting our Calgary franchise. Calgary is one of the fastest growing cities in Canada. In this market, I've heard that they've had challenges finding and keeping great people.
Brian Scudamore, CEO of 1-800-GOT-JUNK, goes undercover to see what is really happening inside a struggling franchise that has been losing staff and falling short of its targets. At this location, he meets Danny, who begins showing him how things run, and he quickly senses the chaos.
Hello.
Morning.
I'm looking for Danny.
As the office manager, I'm in charge of the human resources part of our business here. Everybody, quick introductions.
Brian. You go. I couldn't believe at the morning meeting when I was given the chance to introduce myself that the first person I said hello to, I said, "Hi, I'm Brian." I caught myself and quickly recovered.
We missed goal. Yeah. By like $2,000. I know. We needed one more truck to run on Friday and we just couldn't do it.
200,000 for the whole month.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot of junk.
That's a lot of junk, but it's not enough junk. We could have run another truck, but we just didn't have the people for it.
And I'm sure it's important to the franchise owners, so they've got to figure out how to find more people so they can put more trucks on the road and service more customers.
Brian nearly slips up and exposes himself, but manages to recover as the morning meeting wraps up. And as he starts digging deeper, it becomes clear there are bigger problems behind the scenes.
What are you guys doing? Can you tell everyone to...
Well, we got to sort it out.
You had to put it together? What have you got?
Keeps turning it off. I'm right in the middle of the conversation.
This morning was exceptionally chaotic. Truck teams kept coming in and out, grabbing different tools, schedules. One driver came back in with a phone that wasn't working.
Everyone needs to get out of here. We need to get this show on the road this morning.
I saw Danny's stress. It's unnecessary. It's something that we definitely have to look at. I know that things can happen, but it seemed like there were genuinely some missing systems.
This is a nightmare.
He notices equipment scattered everywhere and a lack of structure, making the entire operation feel rushed and disorganized. And as the pressure builds, he struggles to hold back from stepping in himself.
Curious about all this. There's all this shorthand,
Yes,
HH,
right.
CDRR.
CDRRNEA. I have no idea what that means. They're probably Aussies, and I'm so out of the Aussie lingo that I don't know what that means.
I saw Danny have an issue with some of the language, the shorthand and acronyms that she wasn't aware what they mean. CITR.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Client called in to reschedule. As great as that is for them while they're on the phones, it sucks for me. I haven't spoken to everyone in the junction to say, hey, what's your shorthand mean? I see it on a regular basis and it grinds my gears. Thanks, hon, bye. You look at today's schedule, we can't book him in.
Staffing is an issue here. They've got to really look at that because they're losing money.
Fear not, because the office manager actually has a spare pair of work boots.
You.
That's me.
Okay. How do you like going out in the trucks?
It's awful. Yay, we get to go to the truck today.
Brian realizes the issues go beyond the floor, with poor communication between departments causing confusion and lost revenue. And as these problems pile up, he begins to question how the team is even functioning.
I'm excited. It's gonna take me back to the old days and love driving trucks.
So I need to back you up so
Okay.
that you don't ruin my truck. Do you know what you're doing? All right. Take a right. I'm gonna try really hard.
Are you still trying to figure out your lefts and rights? Is it opposite in Australia?
Yes, we drove on the other side of the road.
Danny's got an awesome sense of humor. Feels pretty cool to hop in one of those trucks and just the good old days of driving and chatting with, your coworker. What do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun? I'm an aspiring writer.
Really?
Yeah. The plan is to one day to be a full-time author, but I'm gonna say 10 years off that.
Yeah.
I have a dream that I'll be able to move to Italy and sit in a cafe and write. I'm a sucker for Rome. I love the lifestyle.
Driving with Danny's great. She's a real talker, and it helps because we've got lots of time to talk. She's a terrible navigator, and we're lost.
Oh, this is closed.
I feel like we're going in circles.
Yeah, we pretty much are.
She was the worst navigator I've ever met. We got lost nonstop, and she knew it. So I just couldn't understand why we weren't using the GPS, and we were relying on an Aussie to navigate us around Calgary.
On the road, another issue surfaces when Danny does not use GPS, causing them to get lost and waste time. And after a chaotic start to the day, everything now comes down to the job itself.
Hey, how you doing? Danny from 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Good, how are you?
Good,
Hi,
this is my
Hugo.
friend Hugo.
Nice to meet you.
Hugo, today is your lucky day, my friend.
And the power doesn't work. I'm not plugged in. Am I an idiot?
We're good?
Yeah, we're good
sorted
now.
over there?
But now my bits fell out.
He doesn't know how to use a drill bit, which was a bit odd. He's a man. I thought all men knew how to use drills. You just like noise, don't you? Please don't hurt yourself.
I won't. This part of the job's going well. It's a reminder that, hey, I'm not 20 anymore. Danny's doing a terrific job, especially the fact that she's usually in the office. She's doing some things where she would normally have knowledgeable help. So how do you deal with people leaving?
So we're always trying to get the younger guys out there who are sort of part-time, who can work in...
So the work is there, it's just a matter of finding the people.
Yeah.
It's fun working with you.
So does that
Appreciate
mean you're going to come and join us and run some junk?
We'll see.
Once they begin working, Danny handles the job with confidence while Brian struggles to keep up with the physical demands. And as the roles begin to shift, he gains a whole new perspective on the work.
Danny, it was awesome working with you. You know, you're on top of things, you're cracking the whip. So a few things that you helped me see while I was in Calgary. Number one, you drew to my attention that the call center and there was sort of short codes being used that you didn't know what they meant, I didn't know what they meant, and I'm going to make sure it gets standardized and well communicated out. And lastly, another opportunity was the oil industry is taking a lot of people away from, so I'm going to be having a conversation with Dave, the owner, to figure out how do we solve that. I'd also welcome you to be a part of that solution. And so one of the things I'm going to do for you as a thank you is I'm flying you to Rome, and we're going to be renting an apartment for you so that you can spend some time, as long as you can get away from the business, to do some writing.
During the reveal, Brian thanks Danny for helping expose the real problems inside the company and praises her dedication. By the end, he rewards her with a well-deserved vacation, turning a chaotic experience into a meaningful outcome. Number 4, Harlan Kent of Yankee Candle.
I'm Harlan Kent, President and CEO of Yankee Candle. I am definitely going undercover to help us be the kind of company that I think we can be. It would break my heart. Our associates are rude or not approachable. Are we really bringing that emotion in terms of how we're making our products?
While undercover, I'll be posing as Dan Johnson, a chef from Cincinnati, Ohio, where I'm given a second chance at starting a new line of work.
Today I am in South Deerfield, Massachusetts at our flagship store. Are people having fun and are they feeling good? Because when people are feeling good, then they buy stuff. What I'm interested in seeing here, is there a real focus on customer service? This is the most important store in terms of setting the tone for the Yankee Candle brand.
Harlan Kent, President and CEO of Yankee Candle, goes undercover to see how his company truly operates. What he doesn't expect is to encounter one of the most disturbing employee moments in the show's history.
Are you Blaze?
Yes.
I'm Dan.
Nice to meet you, Dan.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Hi. This is such a big place. It took me a little bit of time to get around here.
We're going to do a few different things. We're going to do wax hands, which is just make a cast of your hand out of wax. Kids really love it.
Great.
And the instructions to make a rainbow. Over here, the biggest pain is just, you know, kids are going to get messy.
What's your name?
Taylor.
Taylor, all right.
Done this before?
Where are you guys from?
Just north of Greenfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have?
Professional?
Here?
Very nice.
Okay. Oh, is that a Christmas tree? Oh, that's so
Very
pretty.
nice.
These people are incredibly nice.
So they'll come up, little kid, they'll just kind of want to make a mess, do whatever.
Yep.
That's a pain. A lot of the times, you know, they're not all going to be. I'm going to be that hellish child.
Oh, my God.
I get another? Well, no, you definitely just drop that in there, because here. They're just gonna do whatever they want. I'm gonna just go. I dropped it. And there has been instances where you're gonna wanna strangle and slap the kid. Completely honest with you, I have the worst temper. Can't stand in line in a supermarket without getting pissed off at the guy in front of me for talking on his cell phone.
He's angry about some things. I'm not sure what exactly it is that's making him angry, but that's not great for all the rest of the team.
As much as, you know, you hate your boss, you gotta keep that Yankee Candle, big smile. That's pretty much the biggest part of the whole job. I hate that woman you're working with, that really high, screechy, annoying voice. It's just making sure that you look happy as much as you hate whoever you're working with. They'll dip it a million times, leave you a mess like this. As bad as this comes across.
Who does think that it's a great place to work?
Sometimes I feel like punching an 8-year-old.
Early into the job, Harlan works alongside an employee named Blaze. What starts as casual conversation quickly turns unsettling when Blaze openly expresses anger toward children, even hinting at violent thoughts. For a CEO, this isn't just inappropriate, and it's alarming.
How'd it go, man?
That was good.
Yeah?
So my guess is you have some ideas that I probably might not be a chef. So my name is Harlan Kent. the
I assume it was you,
CEO.
Mr. Kent.
When I listen as Joe Schmo, I hear a lot more real things in terms of what's going on. When I listen as Harlan Kent, I hear certain things.
I just told the CEO that sometimes I feel like punching an 8-year-old.
It sounds like you got stuff that isn't working here.
It's kind of like okay, well, it wasn't exactly what I was expecting when I came to work.
This is a job where you need to be passionate about it, or it's probably not necessarily the best place for you. You're not thinking, hey, this is great, or there's stuff that could be better here. I'd love to spend some time with you. Now is not the time and place to have a conversation with Blaze, but I'm gonna need to talk with him some more. You don't know me well enough, but I really care about this stuff like you have no idea. So have a good night.
You too, man.
I'll talk to you soon. Because I need to get a lot more information before I can make an informed decision here.
Harlan confronts Blaze privately. He makes it clear that comments about harming children cross a line that can never be ignored. Rather than rewarding or excusing the behavior, Harlan emphasizes responsibility, boundaries, and the need for serious self-reflection. Number 3, Chad of Budget Blinds.
I'm Chad Halleck, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Budget Blinds. Me going undercover, I want to see if the franchisees are optimizing their ability to make the most successful business they can make. I want to see them selling correctly, installing correctly, so that their businesses can grow bigger than they've ever felt. Bottom line, I want to see if they are doing the business in such a way that they can shine. Well, undercover, I'll be posing as Tom Robbins, an artist who works with iron. Today I'm starting out in Morris, Illinois. So my hope today is to find a way to improve his sales and become one of the top producers in our franchise company. And quite frankly, his sales in a single territory aren't stellar.
Chad Halleck, the CEO of Budget Blinds, goes undercover to see whether his franchises are really running the business the way he expects. One location in particular has been struggling with sales, so Chad decides to visit it himself. There, he meets Keith, the franchise owner, and quickly realizes he might uncover more than he expected.
Are you Keith?
I'm Keith.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Come on in. We've been in business 10 years.
Oh, great.
And so
Nice to meet you.
we're gonna go to a consultation, so that's a sales appointment. My wife started talking about what an interesting concept this was, and that's how the whole thing started. And next thing I know, we're flying out to corporate headquarters in California and doing a little discovery day.
Keith has no idea who I am. I love it.
So Keith kind of took us around.
Oh, what was that like?
Chad, who's the CEO of the company, told us what we were getting into type thing.
As Chad rides along with Keith, he is relieved that Keith does not recognize him. This gives him the chance to hear Keith's honest thoughts about the company and its leadership without any filter.
There's 5 owners
There's
of Budget
5?
Blinds. There's 5.
How are they
Even though they're
different?
Brent's kind of just go with the flow type thing, more laid back. And so there's 2 brothers, 2 twin brothers, very different personalities, by the way. Chad is, I think, more serious.
Yeah.
He's all Hollywood, and we kind of make fun of that. More set in his ways.
I might be passionate and intense about the business, and that's why I'm so, as he would say, serious about what I do.
Before they even start working, Chad learns that Keith sees the CEO as someone who is too serious and out of touch. Keith even jokes about it. Chad almost loses his composure hearing this, but he stays quiet and decides to watch how Keith actually runs the business. During their first consultation with a customer, Chad becomes frustrated watching Keith handle the meeting. Keith has more than 10 years of experience, yet Chad feels he is not guiding the customer enough or helping them make a decision. Instead, the conversation drags on with very little progress. After a long discussion, the meeting ends without a sale. The customer cannot decide on a color, meaning the entire process will have to start again during another visit. Chad can barely hide his frustration as they leave, believing the opportunity was wasted, not knowing Keith has something more to show. Chad listens as Keith talks about his problems with the company. Keith complains about how Chad handles marketing. He has no idea he is speaking directly to Chad himself. Chad grows frustrated hearing the criticism, but he keeps his identity hidden and stays quiet. Instead of arguing, he decides to listen and learn more before moving on to the next franchisee. Chad then visits another franchise and meets the owner, Maris. They head out to install equipment for a customer. During the job, Maris becomes unhappy with Chad's performance. She notices several mistakes while they work. Even with the tension, they manage to finish the installation. But Chad begins to notice the same problems he saw at the last location. As Maris opens up about the struggles of the business, she explains that the company's advertising is not reaching local customers. The problem sounds very familiar to Chad. It reminds him of what Keith said earlier. Chad starts to realize he may have reacted too defensively before. As he learns more, he begins to see the bigger problem in the company. During the reveal, Chad finally hears the franchise owner's honest opinions. They explain the problems they face every day. Chad decides to take their feedback seriously. He agrees to rethink how the company handles marketing. In the end, the experience forces him to face the truth. Some of the company's biggest problems may have started with him. Number 2. Danielle of the GSO Commerce.
I'm Michael Rubin. I'm the founder and CEO of GSI Commerce, and this is my creation. GSI Commerce operates most, if not all, aspects of major retailers and brands' e-commerce businesses. It's everything under our clients' brands. GSI to do it for them. We design the websites, we pick up the phones, we ship the merchandise. So what that means is companies like the NFL, Major League Baseball, Eric Stone, other popular brands who want to sell their products online have hired. If you're an online shopper, you probably used GSI and didn't even. I'm headed into the boardroom to tell my executive team what I'm about to do. They're gonna think I'm nuts. I'm stepping down as the CEO of GSI Commerce. During the next week, I've decided to go undercover as a temporary employee, and our fulfillment and cost is for next week, not in total.
So the employees aren't going to know that you're the CEO?
Employees aren't going to have any idea. We're going to do a few more things to change my look. For now, I'm no longer Michael Rubin. I've officially changed my name to Gary Rogers. And that will set me up to really be able to go out and understand what happens. Thank you. One thing that I need from all of you is to keep this completely confidential. This is a complete waste of time if anybody finds out, and we make 70% of our profits in the holiday quarter. Everything is about nailing peak. Peak is the holiday season. Everything goes crazy. But for me, why not go undercover at peak? I'll see everything we do at the most stressful time of the year, because I want to see how's my team playing during the most important moment of the game. When you go to one of our websites, if you want to call and talk to somebody and place an order, you call. But when you handle more than 20 million calls a year, some of them are going to go wrong. And there's nothing more important than how we handle consumer calls. Most customers that call our call center, they're really happy. We've all had bad orders before. And you call and you want to kill the person on the other side of the phone. That's these people that are working in escalations.
So I'm going to sit you down here with Danielle.
Gary, how are you?
She's going to be able to help you out learning the systems a little bit better there.
Michael Rubin, founder and CEO of GSI Commerce, goes undercover inside his own company's call center. Right away, he is placed beside Danielle, the escalations operator, and he quickly realizes this will be a challenge he never expected.
Our job is to be the punching bag and take the abuse. Fake the confidence. You can
fake the confidence. Okay.
Act like you've been here 10 years and you're good to go.
I'll be more confident.
Because they'll sense fear. Good work. There you go. Go for it.
L3, this is Gary. Can I help you?
And she paid $99.99 for it. I have a customer on the line. She ordered a garment the day after Thanksgiving due to a setup error.
The setup error means this wasn't the customer's fault at all.
The only thing that will make her happy is if she doesn't want a credit after the fact. Okay, right now the garment is $149.99.
But then the $50 come back in 24 to 48. She has to do an after the fact credit. We don't have a choice. And when it ships out, it'll be $149.99.
And then we'll give her a $50 credit.
She wants to pay $99.99 today.
Okay, why don't you transfer to me, please?
Okay.
And I'm sorry for the problems that you're having with us today. I just want you to just make sure I understand that. Okay, so here I've got mostly good news for you. We can sell that to you for $99.99.
In fact, we'll be paying $99.99 and getting the garment that I ordered, as promised.
The problem is just the way our systems work. We need to put it through at the price that's on the website. Hey, Elizabeth,
Elizabeth, what your representative said you would be doing. No, I'm not waiting on a credit to be issued.
You and your business is really important to us. So just
waiting on a credit. You can do what you said.
You definitely see.
Yes, I see the email.
Yeah.
I have to put her on hold.
I absolutely see the email.
Do you see the email that was sent to me on November 28, 2009 at 6:26
Yes.
on Saturday?
Can you hold on 1 second, please? Thank you.
All right. Here's the problem, okay? You're new, so you cannot. Yes, she's had a bad experience.
But don't we want to make her happy?
We can't make her happy. At this point, she's not going to accept an after-the-fact credit, so you have to sound confident at this point and put her in her place.
And is she ever going to come back and buy from us again if we...
I know your goal is to please her. We have to do the after-the-fact credit sheet, and that's what you're not understanding. But you have to understand, sometimes we can't please them. It's possible.
I don't think you really do understand.
I definitely do, actually.
No coupon code was ever sent to me.
Hi, Elizabeth. I understand the situation you're going through, and I apologize greatly that you're having these issues right now. May I speak now?
The whole point is, where is
Ma'am, Elizabeth,
not waiting on a credit.
You're not letting me talk. You're not letting me talk. You said you had an issue with corporate's email. I would say contact corporate and see what they can do to remedy the situation. So I can't help you, Elizabeth. I'm sorry that you're having a hard time.
Honoring what the email.
It took every bit of constraint I had to let that call even go on.
As Danielle handled the call, Michael grew increasingly worried. The attitude she displayed and the way she managed the predicament almost blew his cover. Now he watches closely to see how Danielle will finish the call.
There wasn't a lot that Danielle was doing right. She had an attitude with customers. I think she had a chip on her shoulder, and she wanted to prove that she was right and that satisfied the customer's needs, and that will never be acceptable in my company. I went from heartbroken to extreme frustration and anger. Not what I expect of my employees. He didn't want to make the customer happy. Obviously, I didn't want to blow my cover. So she's actually getting lucky that the show is being filmed, because if she wasn't, she'd be walked out of here today, because I don't accept that.
You don't even know when this credit's going to be issued back.
No, that's not what I said at all. You just haven't let me finish a sentence. And then I said we would do an after the fact. Would you like me to repeat it? Sure. Not a problem. Be happy to assist you. I can give you corporate's number if you'd like, so you can contact them.
Dude, please give me corporate's number.
Okay, corporate's number is 1-800. Okay, she hung up. So and that's not even a usable call because we can't transfer it now.
As soon as the call ended, Michael was overwhelmed and needed a moment to cool down. He couldn't handle how his employee had managed the situation, though thankfully, being on camera meant she wasn't fired on the spot. Now, it's a question of how things will unfold when she learns who Michael really is.
It's time for me to meet Danielle. The way she handled that call was completely unacceptable, and now it's time for me to discuss it with her. I'm not actually Gary. I'm Michael Rubin, the founder and CEO of GSI.
And then I said we would do an after the fact credit. Would you like me to repeat it?
The way that call was handled wasn't acceptable, and not the way we can ever treat consumers. It was killing me. I mean, I was really mad. I wanted to jump in there and blow my cover. But that's no excuse to be rude to a customer, Danielle.
That's the only call I remember from that day, and it has bugged me.
I'm glad that it bothered you, because it should have, and it did bother me at the same time. It's just common sense.
If it's something I can improve on, most definitely. I could have handled it with a little bit more class.
I think a combination of us investing more in systems and more in training, making sure these things are clear, will make us a more successful company.
But and get to learn from the experience and hopefully improve next time so the next customer doesn't have to hang up really angry.
When Michael confronted Danielle, he revealed he was Michael Rubin, CEO of GSI. He explained that her handling of the call was unacceptable and reminded her that customers should never be treated that way. Shocked but reflective, Danielle understood the importance of improving her approach, while Michael emphasized the need for better training and systems to prevent similar mistakes. Number 1. Stephen Klubeck of Diamond Resorts International.
Stephen J. Klubeck, Chairman and CEO, Diamond Resorts International. My mission statement is clear: to make sure each and every guest is taken care of. We try to go the extra mile in delivering that unbridled hospitality experience in our 4-star product. No matter what you need as a guest, the answer is yes. I want to go undercover because we've been acquiring a lot of resort companies that have failed in their old state, and it's important for me to see how they've transformed and how well the Diamond brand has been taught. I will one day have thousands and thousands of resorts worldwide. I will be that great hotelier. Company team members believe I need their advice on whether to keep my day job or make a career change.
Stephen Klubeck, the CEO and chairman of Diamond Resorts International, goes undercover to see how the newly branded resorts are operating. His motto has always been simple: no matter what happens, the answer is yes. But during this mission, he is about to hear a lot of no.
I'm here at one of our call centers in Miami. Once the consumer buys a vacation experience, this is where all the reservations are made. I'm here today to make sure that these agents have been trained properly, to make sure that all my guests' requirements can be fulfilled. With them handling anywhere between 600,000 to 700,000 calls each year, we can't mess it up.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Jack.
I'm Sarah.
Hi,
Nice to meet
Sarah.
you.
How are you?
Hi, I'm going to be training you today. I answer calls, and they're going to be calling to book vacations. They purchased a timeshare. I got a call. Do you want to listen in?
Oh, yeah. I want to check this out.
Okay.
Stephen visits one of the company's call centers and meets Sarah, a booking agent. As he listens in on her first few calls, he quickly realizes the training process is far from what he expected.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a reservation for in Hawaii in the point that's out.
And what dates are you interested in traveling?
Let's say the 17th or the 24th.
I actually don't have anything available. You want me to check all of Hawaii? I have a 2-bedroom available, but it's going for 10,500 points. Other than that, I have...
7,000.
Exactly.
I'll call back.
Okay.
She could have referred the call to our marketing center in Las Vegas, and he could have bought more points.
What do you got anything in my home resort in Hawaii?
It is still searching.
Let's just call it quits for now then.
Okay, you have a great day. L-I-H-U-E, Lihu?
I don't quite know what that means.
Lahui. She can't even pronounce the Airport, Lahui.
See, he did have availability. He could have.
Yeah, it popped up now, and you don't have him on the phone.
He didn't want to wait.
We make mistakes all the time, but we try to limit them. And I was watching her on the computer. Why didn't you keep him on the phone?
I tried to keep him on the phone as much as I could.
Really?
That's all we can do.
Is there anything available in Miami?
Are you going to be flexible, or?
I think we can only do it in July.
I just don't see anything in Miami, Florida.
Why is it so hard to book a timeshare in Miami?
Why don't you put it in July? Start with July.
With me one moment.
Why don't you start with July? Why September? She didn't even put in the right dates.
Okay, I just want to advise that our deadline for saving points is coming up of June 30th.
So I have until the 30th?
That is correct.
I would have said it a little bit differently. She could have said, let me just do it for you right now. This is for your benefit. She should have absolutely forced that customer to save their points. She blew it. I'm about to just flip out here.
Call after call. Sarah misses opportunities to secure bookings. Customers slip away, and Steven grows increasingly frustrated. Unable to hold back, he decides he has heard enough.
Sarah, look, babe, do you know who I am? My name is Steve Klubeck, Chairman and CEO of Diamond Resorts. You need a lot of training, honey. You do. It's not your fault. I'm gonna go see your supervisor, and I'm gonna find out what's going on here at this call center.
Hey!
Haven't seen you in a long time.
That's right. Good to see you today.
How you doing?
I'm good.
I'm not. I sat with this nice young lady. She's bubbly. She's cute.
She provide good service for you today?
No. She said no multiple times to 3 guests. I didn't see any customer service from this young lady. You go listen to those tapes, okay?
We will.
And you fix each one of those situations. So how many more are there like that here? Don't answer it. It's for you guys to figure out.
Understood.
Get me out of here. Not a good day. I was livid today. But I'm not going to blame her because she was improperly trained.
Steven reveals his true identity and makes it clear that the issue is not Sarah's fault. The real problem is the lack of proper training and support. He immediately seeks out the supervisor, expressing how disappointed he is with the way things are being handled, before leaving the building visibly upset. When Steven and Sarah meet again for the reveal, there is a lot to unpack.
Sarah, you nervous?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because you were very upset with me the last time we saw each other.
Intimidated you?
Mm-hmm.
I want to apologize to you. It's not your fault. I'm personally coming back to the call center to train each team member myself. I'm going to send you and a friend, all expenses paid, first-class airfare for a week to Kauai, so you can go to the Lahui airport and look at the ticket. You'll never forget the name, will you?
No.
And do you have any school bills?
I have my school loans, yeah.
Really? How much do you owe?
15.
You owe $15,000?
Mm-hmm.
Not anymore.
The biggest weight off of my back, Mr. Klubeck. That's amazing.
You can cry, it's okay.
I am. They're coming. Last time I saw Steven Klubeck, I didn't know whether my job was secure. Now I'm ecstatic to continue with the company. It's a big relief. I feel like I can breathe.
Steven apologizes to her and assures her that proper training will be implemented across the team. He also helps pay off her student loans, lifting a heavy burden from her shoulders. This moment shows that sometimes the failure is not with the employee on the front line, but with the leadership behind the scenes. If you enjoyed this video, click now to watch the worst employees ever on Undercover Boss.